Good morning, students. I am Manikant Mishra, Modern English School, New Area. So, today also we will continue our discussion of a questions and answer of lesson 3. So, the very first question of today is give the reason why copper is used to make a hot water tanks but still is not. My dear student, first of all, as you know that copper is a better conductor of heat as compared to steel. One of the reasons why copper is used to make a hot water tank, not steel. First, what I said, copper is a better conductor of heat as compared to steel. One. Second thing, copper does not react with steam but still reacts with steam. So due to these two prominent reasons that we prefer to make hot water tank from copper, not from steel. Now next question. Compound X and aluminium are used to join railway tracks. Compound X and aluminium are used to join railway tracks. First question. Identify the compound X. Name the reaction. Write down the reaction. So, first of all, the compound is Fe2O3. Compound X is Fe2O3. And aluminium are used to join railway tracks. So, Al, now react, when we supply heat, then it gives Al2O3 plus Fe. This reaction is called alumino-thermite reaction. This reaction is called alumino-thermite reaction. A reduction reaction in which aluminium is used as a reducing agent is called alumino-thermite reaction. Okay, next question. What are the constituents of solder alloy? Which property of solder make it suitable for welding electrical wires? So, constituent of solder is lead and tin. It is based on the principle that it has a low melting point. In a solder, 50% lead and 50% tin. It works on the principle that it has a low melting point. Now next, a metal A which is used in thermite process when heated with oxygen gives an oxide. A metal A which is used in thermite process when heated with oxygen gives an oxide. B which is amphoteric in nature. Identify A and B. Write down the reaction of oxide B with HCl and NaOH. Once again, a metal A which is used in thermite process. Just now we have talked about in a alumino-thermite reaction, metal A, that metal aluminium is used. So, aluminium, A is aluminium. When it reacts with oxygen, it forms Al2O3. Al2O3. Now, in the same question, some other things are there. A metal A which is used in thermite when heated with oxygen, gives an oxide B. This is a B. which is a amphoteric in nature. What is amphoteric? Metallic oxide which shows the acidic as well as basic behavior under certain condition. Identify A and B. A is aluminium, B is aluminium oxide. Write down the reaction of oxide B with HCl and NaOH. So now Al2O3 plus HCl gives AlCl3 plus H2O. I am not balancing. You balance yourself. Now Al2O3 plus NaOH, NaLO2 plus H2O. Now here you see aluminum oxide when it reacts with acid. First of all, you see this compound aluminum oxide reacts with HCl, forms salt and water. Aluminum chloride is a salt and water. So it means here it acts as a base. It acts as the role of base. So base reacts with acid, forms salt and water. Once again here you see it is a base and it acts as acid because here once again sodium aluminate plus water. Sodium aluminate is a salt. So here Al2O3 acts as an acid and NaOH is already base. So acid reacts with base, forms salt and water. That's why aluminum oxide is an example of a amphoteric. Means that metallic oxide which behave acid as well as basic under certain condition. What is certain condition? That in front of acid it acts as the role of base, in front of base it acts as the role of acid. That's what I made use under certain condition. Okay, now give the formula of the stable binary compound that would be formed by the combustion of following pairs of element Mg plus N2. Mg plus N2. Mg plus N2. It forms magnesium nitride Mg3N2. Magnesium nitride. When magnesium is passed through the air, when burning magnesium ribbon is passed through the air, then it forms magnesium oxide as well as magnesium nitride. But in a question it is asked to talk about only nitrogen. When burning magnesium ribbon is placed in air, then it forms two series of compound, magnesium oxide and magnesium nitride. But here we are compelled to talk about only nitrogen. So magnesium is passed through the nitrogen, then it forms magnesium nitride Mg3N2. Magnesium has valency 2, nitrogen has valency 3. Now next one is lithium. Lithium plus oxygen. Lithium oxide. Next one is aluminum and chlorine. Aluminum and chlorine. Aluminum chloride. Potassium plus oxygen. Potassium oxide. Now one more question. A metal that exists as a liquid at room temperature, a metal that exists as a liquid at room temperature is obtained by heating its sulfide in the presence of air. Identify the metal and its ore and give the reaction involved. So metal that exists as a liquid at room temperature, that is only we have mercury. So mercury its ore is cinnabar, HgS. So roasting ore, first of all we need to convert into oxide form. So HgO plus SO2. Again HgO is heated at 575 Kelvin, then it gives Hg plus O2. So this is the way to find out the sulfide ore, and these two processes takes place simultaneously, the roasting and reduction. Since mercury is a least reactive metal, it has a less affinity for oxygen, so it can be reduced by the action of heat alone. Since mercury is a least reactive metal, it has a less affinity for oxygen, so it can be reduced by heating alone itself. So these two processes in fact it takes place simultaneously. So it is also called auto reduction. So during the process of roasting, that mercury metal can be obtained. Thank you. Have a nice day.